We got a little bit of everything on there. Alright, skid steer's running. Time clicking. Get hot. Man. What's that about? Damn, I should have brought some sawhorses. I should have brought some sawhorses, but we're gonna do this first. Hopefully it reaches to the phone. We're gonna have to bring this down a little bit. Cool. So we're gonna deal with this chicken coop today, but let me shut this off. I got a plan in my head. Got some tools in the shed. We're gonna build something. Hang on. All right, guys. Ooh, that one hurt. I gotta plug this in really quick, but we're gonna build some fucking shit today, finally. I gotta take care of this chicken coop. So we're gonna unwrap that to where I left off last, and then we're gonna finish the top. But I gotta plug the skid steer in quick. gonna make extension cords cordless. Hate these. All right, people, we'll see how far I can get without fucking hurting myself today. What the fuck? Of course I got a bunch of shit on there. Okay, plan B. Let me go grab another tool. So we got to get a roof on this chicken coop here. I'm leaving you guys right here because you're on the charger. She's temporarily secured on there. I might have a solution to my bear problem, because a buddy of mine actually does toured hunts or whatever for bears, so we might be able to get rid of that big black bear that keeps eating all my chickens and shit. Got all my ducks for the third time. All right, so this thing's a little crazy. I gotta cut these little things off. I mean, I could leave them there, but when I first did that, those were just to keep the tarp up. But then the snow, it's just a mess. This is what happens when you do things hastily. Then you gotta come back and fix them. So you're better off just to do it right the first time, you know? Ugh. My back, look at that, baby, a tomato. So I'll check back in and see if you guys got any questions, but you know. I seen a post the other day and it was asking about when people put metal roofing, like, here, let me show you really quick here. I'll unplug you. And I've seen people put purlins across. Sorry. They put purlins across here, this way, and then they just put metal on it. Well, I don't like that up here because there's a thing called dew point. And you can see I got all my sheathing and everything. I got metal on the top of here, but I did put a vapor barrier, ice and water guard, or whatever you're gonna put. You gotta put something. Otherwise, when condensation, if you ever heat this structure, if you ever enclose the envelope, we call it, and you condition it, whether it's cold or hot, the heat transformation on that steel is gonna create condensation. And I really don't care where you're at. Anytime you got fluctuation in heat, you're gonna get condensation. Now, in the warmer climates, it's not as much as a thing as it is here in the UP where it gets sub-zero temperatures. But if you're not heating it, fuck it, I guess. But I've seen a lot of people build pole barns and they store their this or that in there, and the next year they're like, where's all this rust coming from? Well, it's coming from condensation. You don't have a encapsulated envelope, so to say. Anyway, I don't know. That's that. Take it or leave it. We need a chainsaw. We ain't fucking around today. This is why they called us wood butchers. There. Now you see it, now you don't. So now what we're gonna do, if I had a time to make an actual siding jig for my mill, I could just tilt the log and throw a 1x in there and make siding, which goes from like 1/8 inch to 3/8 or something. That would be preferable. But I think what I'm gonna do is just sheet it like we did with that, put ice and water on there, and then just put tin on it. And that's gonna be good fucking enough, you know? Oh, you know what I did? I didn't bring a tape measure. What's wrong with me? I got problems. Okay, I promise this is the last time I'm gonna leave you guys and then come back. I don't know if it's just me, but every time I'm in a hurry, everything else slows down. So we also got to make eaves on the back side to tie into that other roof, because I think the other side's a 612 or a 1012 or something. Might even be a 1212, I don't know. Yes, buddy. 5 3/4. Is that what these are? 5 1/4, 5. Yeah, that looks like a store-bought lumber there. There's a 5 3/4. So we need 2 of those. We gotta find the pitch out. I got one of these. It's a 5/12. So what we'll do is we'll cut a 5/12 on this side. Eesh. 5/12. Check that one. It's more like a 4/12. 4/12 it is. Alright. Put this up there and mark it. Oh, it's not that, because it's that. You fucking idiot. I just got done telling you guys that, and then I went and did the wrong thing. Ugh. It's not a, it's a 12/12. I just took a quick guesstimate. What is it? It's a 20 frickin' 4/12. Whoops, it's a church roof. My bad. Well, we'll cut this. Oh, how do we do it? Tape. Got tape on there because I was cutting something fancy. That's all I had was electric tape. All right. Let's go check this up. It's fired. Pretty near. It's pretty near. Pretty near. I got no fucking belt. Dude, I'm not gonna do good with this no swearing, guys. It's just, it's not meant to be, I guess. It's not meant to be. I gotta take a little more off. Should grab sawhorses. Good enough. Alright, so we'll do this over again. See that? See how I did that? Of course, I got it today. Apparently, all I got is 16 penny nails for these 1x. I'll get the other one done and then I'll show you what I'm doing there. Most of this I'm just eyeballing because it's just a fucking chicken coop, you know? You see, I only had to cut that angle once because I used the board long enough that I could use this side. All right, now we got that done. Oh, I'm just leaving that top float too until we get there. So I just kind of carried that up, you know. And this is all rough sawn, guys. So, and then I just eyeballed across the planes. Nothing about this is square and plumb and true. We don't care about that. We just want it to look good for the chickens, you know. So now we're just gonna start laying our boards out, and actually we can take one measurement and just run with it because we left our tail free. So we can adjust that to wherever it ends up, and it should end up square. Just makes it pretty easy, you know. So now I'm just gonna cut a bunch of these. I'm gonna measure it. So 85. Oh, they're both 85. So we need 10 foot of boards, 85. Well, just get the cut in there. This thing got a slow letdown on it. If I had my chops out here, it'd be a lot quicker, but. So now that I'm thinking, if that's 85, then that's gonna be just long enough. Maybe I should make it longer. And I could do a prow front off to that nose there. So let's make them all that. Let's make them all 85 plus 14. We'll hang them all over this side. We'll snap a line and then we'll cut that prow on there. So 85 and 14 is our number. So 85 and 14, 98. What the fuck? That ain't it. 85 and 14. Ah, because that's 1 inch, 7 foot 1. Duh, 99. So I'm actually going to make them 100 so we can overhang off the other side by 1 inch. And then that'll allow us to put a trim board on the underside to cover any flaws. So once we're done, let's take this as a... Just kind of beautify a little bit. So we're going to make these an inch overhang there. We're going to make sure we get some 3/4 board. This is 1 inch, but once we're done overhanging, we'll be able to put a board like that, kind of, and actually it'll be like this because it's going to be a prow. Sound good? Sounds good to me. And we're going to do that gable end too because we want to make sure snow don't go in there. Okay? Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. 100 inches. And really, I could just slap these up there and make one cut, hey? Just flush this end off. Okay. The other thing I like to watch is for crown. Now, this is an oddball here because as you can see, the crown is like this, but it's actually cupping backwards. So this is an anomaly. So I probably should cut that off of there. But I ain't gonna, because this is a chicken coop. Now we don't got to use the tape measure no more. Easy peasy, pumpkin squeezy. Couple of these bad boys up there. Make sure they're 1 inch though. Wish I could put you guys in a better spot. I guess I can. The battery's pretty good. Put you over here maybe? Building chicken coops all day in the sun is what they... One of the greatest things about having a sawmill, you can make pretty much anything. Who'd we lose? Building a chicken house, chicken coop. Building a luxury refugee camp for chickens. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull a 3-4-5 and square this end up. Okay? So we're going to have this go over an inch from wherever it is. So here's our end. So we're going to go an inch over from there. Okay, let's say an inch and a half. Okay. Now we're going to measure over 3 feet. We ain't got to be perfect. Closer the better. 3 feet. I'm going to measure up 4. We kind of make a sweep on the 4, and then we're going to make a sweep on the 5. Someone told me it was over. There's our mark. Now, good. Take our straight edge. This is going to be straight enough for what we need. Oh, that's 3, 4, 5 there. So we actually got to go 1.5 inches in. We're going to go like this. Straight edge. Thing to the other side, but we got a prowl over there, so it's going to be pretty simple. Next thing I got to do is set this to compensate. We're going to go to 50 degrees as much as I can go. And we're going to cut this out. bring you guys up here to see this here in a second. Look at the chickens did to that boat. All right, so we got that eave cut up nice. We just got to measure over and make sure we put that tail in the right spot. And now we're gonna do this side. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? This is the biggest piece of shit fucking belt I've ever seen in my life. Who the fuck sells something like this? Look at this thing. It's got a roller. What a piece of fucking dog shit. Alright, so here's our end. Okay. Now we're gonna come. These pants suck too. Inch and a half. We're just gonna eyeball it, eh? We'll call it right there. Okay? That's how we do it. Put that there. Put that there. Beautiful. Next. There, that's one side done. That fast. How long did it take us? 49 minutes. I don't think that's true. So, you know, it just gives us a little prowl, you know. This tree behind us is getting pretty big. Why are you getting so big, tree? So we got to use up all this lumber because I'm sick of going around it. See it all? Jesus. We'll put these over here this time so you can see. Hopefully, last time my phone shut down because it was too hot. Really nowhere to put it. Man, we're a little, this roof is a little crooked. I'll show you how crooked it is when we're done. Alright. There's hawks up there. I wonder if that's what killed my chickens. I'm gonna lay these out so we can get a measurement. Told me it was so soon. We're gonna say, on the other side I put 4. We're gonna do 4 inches on this side. Something like that. Something like that. 3.5. 3 3/4. Something like that. Okay? But we're gonna measure from our peak because that's where we're ending. So we got 67. 67. 65. So we gotta be 65. That makes sense. That makes sense. I think we get narrower as we get to the back of the building there. I don't know why. It's an eyeball building, guys. It's an eyeball. Eyeball it. We ain't making no piano. Alright, I gotta go up there now. Oh, they're all going crazy. Why? I wonder if we got a weasel running around here. Weasels will kill for sport too. What are you guys talking about? Huh? Did you guys hear that too? They were going crazy. Probably. What's up, Joe Mama? Phone-brella, I know I need one. Fucking thing. Did you hear them guys? Huh. There was 2 hawks way up in the distance over there, but that was a minute ago. Huh. I hope we got enough long boards here. We need one more. Just gonna make it, guys. Just barely. Whoops. So, let's take this guy. Rafter. Never fails. I see Milwaukee came out with a airless nailer. So these fucking things here, they leave the bottom open. This is from 2020. Technically, these don't work after a year. This one's from 2022. We'll see. This one here, 2022, so it still works. Pencil marking. Oh, let's see. Green egg. not going to be a good cut. I promise. Using a rough sod board for a marker. Even a blind squirrel gets a nut once in a while. Alright, so I didn't measure that, so we're going to be off on that side. Whoops! just like that, a roof was born. Let me show you guys what we ended up with and why plans matter. These boards matter. Oh. I think we're gonna have to go get the chops out. That fucking hurts me. Owie, owie, owie. I'll cry right now. I don't care. Alright, little rough sawn thingamajockey. Oh, I need to go get a drink. But that'll work, you know. It's not perfect by any means, and I'll show you why. Good enough for chickens? Hell yeah. Could a person live in it? Probably. They live in cardboard boxes. So, because this is an afterthought, you know, it's just to keep the roof from caving in on the chickens down there. See that? I didn't measure it. Whoops. I don't care. Nobody will ever know the difference, except for you guys. It's beautiful. Okay? Metal roof. I got to do something with that. Lean-to was scrap. I turned it into something. It was going to go to the junkyard. Oh. This branch got to go. Oh. Look at my forks are tilting. Tilting, wilting. Hell yeah, that's a penthouse on fucking Santa Barbara, dude. Not bad for an eyeball program. I don't think I used the level on that at all. So we just got to block this face. We got to put something up there and there. Not really. Doesn't really have to, actually. We might just let it go. But we'll block this end because it's going to get some wind and some... When the snow blows, it's going to curl around that. But it looks pretty cool. Treehouse-esque. You can see how the eaves, everything tapers back because we squared that up. And the bottom structure area is not square. But we don't care about that, hey? All right, guys, I gotta go get something to drink and I'll be back to finish this. And then we're gonna finish this and this, put a doorway there, finish that. And then I gotta come up with, I'm probably just gonna put a tarp across there. Cause I can lift logs in there, tarp it across if the wind's blowing. And then I got this little mechanism here that's meant for greenhouses. It's broken, but I think I can make it work. All right, so this thing, you put a pole across there. Here, let me put this in my thingamadoo over here so I can demonstrate. I mean, you're gonna get to see it, but once it's done. But this thing, so the tarp goes through here and it gets pinned at the bottom, and then when you roll this, it winds and then goes along these pulleys so you can open the door, and then you just wind it back down, and you can put a drill head on here so you can do it faster. But that's what we're going to use for a door for the front of this mill here. Fucking deleted you guys. But anyways, Jesus Christ, that's what this is going to be. Too hot. Let me go grab something to drink. I'll be back. Yeah, it ain't bad. It's a piece of shit. I didn't pay much for it. I had to fix the roof and there was no floor in it and all the plumbing was broke. The electricity didn't work. It's like everything else I got. So I'm gonna plug you guys back in here. Anybody can have what I have. Just gotta be able to fix the shit, that's all. But I'll be back in a little while. I'm gonna go have some lunch and get something to drink, and I'll be back.